Hello students, we are going through history chapter 1. So far we have discussed about how the modern period starts in India, what is the time period of modern period in India, and we have discussed about the time frame. The time frame is not the same in all the parts of the world. For example, in European countries, the modern period starts before India. So we have discussed how after the Mughals, the British came to India as traders, and gradually they have a control over India, and India become a colony. So I have also discussed what is colonization. Today we will discuss about the colonization. Colonization is a term or process in which a powerful country is controlling over other country which is politically and economically weaker than the former. So the first, as you all know, that the British came to India initially for the purpose of trade and commerce. In the previous chapters you have learned in the class 7 book that during the time period of Jahangir they came to India as traders, and so they basically came to India for trade and commerce. And due to the industrial revolution, they want to have trade with other countries. They need the trade with other countries also. So what was the reason for coming the British initially to India was first trade and commerce, spread of Christianity. They came with their missionaries to spread the new religion, as I have told you earlier that with the modern period and with the coming of British, a new religion was introduced in India, that is Christianity. And so you can easily understand at the beginning they don't have any political ambition. But when they came to India, what did they saw? They saw that India is a very rich country and very wealthy country, prosperous country in every field. So they were lured by the wealth and riches of India, and so they decided to control Indian territories politically also, economically and politically also. First ambition was to control them economically, but later on in order to control them economically, they have to control the different territories which were economically very important politically also. And how did they successful in this process? Actually, the political conditions of the 18th century India was not like today's condition. The picture of India at that time was very unstable. That means I have also already discussed about this also when I was in my previous videos, that the situation at that time was very unstable. That means after the decline of the Mughal Empire, the territories which were under the Mughals started to declare themselves free, or the Mughal Empire started to disintegrate, and all the small regions were fighting with each other and have a struggle with each other. So nobody was united in the way of making a nation. So this was a situation which was favorable for the British people. So they took the advantage of this situation, and they gradually established their control over major economically flourishing center. As I have told you earlier, in order to control the economically powerful regions or economically important region, they have to control over them politically also. Okay. Further, there were two battles which were fought. The Battle of Plassey 1757 and Battle of Buxar 1764, which we will study later on. These two battles actually decided the fate of India. How after these two battles, India totally was under British influence, and now after these two battles, India was transformed from a self-sufficient economy to a colonial economy. That means after these two battles, the control totally went to the British, and India became a colony of the British Empire. So this is all about colonization. We will now further we will study other topics in our next video. Thank you.